So this video is about an interesting observation I had made while reading a book by Hedda Hopper, the actress and Hollywood journalist from 1911 to 1966. Most Elvis fans are familiar that Elvis admired Mario Lanza.
But I liked all type of music. When I was in high school, I had records of Mario Lanza and the Metropolitan Opera. I loved music.
Lanza was the greatest voice of the century according to Placido Domingo. Their lives between Elvis and Mario are eerily similar. My first memory of Mario Lanza was many years ago and seeing him in the 1951 movie The Great Caruso and finding his records amongst my mother's record collection. But while I read the 1962-63 book by Hedda Hopper, The Whole Truth and Nothing But, did I realize the similarities between Elvis Presley and Mario Lanza. Now, this is only some light research on Mario, and some critics of Hedda Hopper do not think her description of him was as accurate as the title of her book suggests, but I can only focus on what I have discovered. Mario was born Alfredo Arnaldo Cocoza on January 31st, 1921, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He and Elvis were both born in January in an odd year, although they do not share an astrological sign. Mario was the only child of Antonio Cocoza and Maria Lanza, who he changed his name to honor, just as Elvis was an only child of Vernon and Gladys Presley. Mario's mother supported the family by sewing uniforms for the army, just as Gladys worked as a seamstress at the Tupelo Garment Company to help support her family and, at times, their only form of income. Mario taught himself how to sing by listening to his father's opera records and played Caruso over and over until he sang like him. Elvis taught himself how to sing by listening to the radio, live music, especially in church, and listening to records. Elvis was known to play a record he liked over and over. Mario was driving a truck for his grandfather's wholesale grocery business and sang at local venues like the YMCA until the principal Boston Symphony conductor, Sergei Kosovitsky, provided him with a full scholarship to the Berkshire Music Center. And although Elvis was never offered a music scholarship, teachers throughout Elvis's life recognized his talent and encouraged him in his musical pursuit. Elvis was driving a truck for Crown Electric and performed at local fairs, the Eagle's Nest, Overton Park Show, and as Elvis said, anywhere people would listen. Both served in the U.S. Army, and both met their future wives during their time of service. Both were only married once. Mario was slated to open the New Frontier Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas in April of 1955. Elvis performed at the New Frontier, April 1956. Both loved to spend money. Mario would buy gold watches and have them engraved with Love Mario and handed them out like lollipops. Elvis would have gold watches, bracelets engraved, and also the TCB, TLC necklaces, and Cadillacs, and hand them out like candy. Elvis and Mario both signed with RCA Victor, and both signed motion picture contracts with major studios. Both were directed by Norman Taurog, and he directed Mario in 1 motion picture and Elvis in 9 films. But while Mario was unpredictable on the set, Elvis was a pleasure to work with. Both had their vices to deal with the pressures of fame. Mario's was alcohol, and Elvis's was a blind faith in prescription medication. Both men battled with gaining weight, but always rose up to the challenge to take off extra weight for performances, and sometimes they both took extreme measures to take off weight. The movie studio put Mario Lanza on a drug-induced coma for days on end to lose weight, and Dr. Ganem in Las Vegas put Elvis on that treatment also. Both men died at young ages. Mario Lanza died October 7, 1959, of a pulmonary embolism while on a twilight sleep treatment to lose weight at the age of 38 in Rome. Meanwhile, in Germany, the 24-year-old GI, Elvis Presley, was serving the army, and the headline news of Lanza's death certainly would have reached Elvis. The similarities between these two legends is quite remarkable. Both had meteoric rises to fame. Both had natural talent, looks, and charisma, and both carried the weight of fame, and both left this world at young ages. As quoted in Hedda Hopper's book, The Whole Truth and Nothing But, Ben Hecht said, "I've heard the same story in this town for 30 years. The minute a guy gets big, people start sitting on his head." The world was graced with these two magnificently talented men to bring us joy with their music and films. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video on the similarities between Elvis Presley and Mario Lanza. And if you get the opportunity to get the book by Hedda Hopper, The Whole Truth and Nothing But, it's a good read on old Hollywood. Have a good day.